Hello everybody, here we have a pair of hot sticks for long wire cutting. Between the brass end fittings you'd have your long length of thin nichrome wire, which would actually be the element that heats up to cut the polystyrene. And you can see on these you have the knurled nuts to tighten the wire on. Obviously these will become live when their system's cutting, so that's why you're quite a large handle. Keep your fingers a good long distance away from the working bits. And on here you've also got a switch, just one of the ones. This is the master wand, and that's connected via a nice plug and a robust cable that ultimately goes back to the box with the control unit and the transformer. Now here is a transformer, a comparable size to most of the hot wire cutters. It's rated around about 10 amps. Obviously the variable voltage is variable, and with it the current. And by controlling the power through the wire, you control the heat of the cut, depending on the gauge of the wire and the length of it, etc. That's something which is sort of, if you like, it's very specialist. Now, this here is the control unit. It's basically a large heat sink which protects anything from overheating. It does have a thermal trip mounted underneath, so if it gets too hot, it will turn off. And there's a small power supply on the left, which provides the 12-volt DC for switching purposes. Now, coil of wire here simulates the flex going to your cutting box. That can then be plugged into the main supply, one main supply right there. That goes to your first junction box, which could be your transformer. In this case, I've run some extra fly leads to go across to this wire here. That goes to the transformer. The output of the transformer, in this case, goes to a work light to demonstrate the working. The neutral wire would go to, you stick there with a pair of 2.5mm conductors, or ideally a pair of 4mm. If you use 4mm cable, then you get a better continuity, and you can have longer wires. And the live side of the output of the transformer would go to the switch there from your box. That will then go down the suitable 4-core flex. You can use 5-core, it's cheaper than buying 4-core. It's again 2.5mm conductor cross section, and 2 of those wires connect to the switch. So when the switch is operated here, then the solid state relay there turns on, which makes the transformer live. That turns the light on. So if I click the switch there, the light comes on, and you can be cutting away. Now if you vary the output of the transformer, you can dim it down, up. Normally happen fairly low, but there you go. It's the solid state relay there is good for 25 amps. You're never going to achieve that. So it's nice and robust and over-engineered, so it shouldn't really get hot. It won't require fans for cooling. And of course, unlike this, normally with body cutters, this switch here, which is quite small in this case, would carry the current for the cutting. That's all very well, but over time the contacts burn out, and then they break, then you have to repair them. The whole concept here is that you don't have to. So you can flick that as often as you like, and all that will eventually happen is in this case, the bulb will blow long before anything else does. You get 20,000 cycles of a switch, if you're lucky, carrying maximum current less than that, whereas here you'd be going on the rest of your life. Should be very reliable. Anyway, so that's the concept. Simple, reliable, and wire it in yourself. 3 wire to the junction block there that goes to your transformer. Your supply there, make sure you've earthed absolutely everything in sight, anything you can touch anyway, and the whole lot will need to be installed in the box with the transformer to protect it from polystyrene debris, which could cause the transformers to commonly overheat because their cooling gets blocked up. So we need to keep the fine debris out. But a good wooden box is what people normally use. But anything that protects you from the electrics and protects the electrics from polystyrene debris, because it's evil to electrics. It melts when things get warm and prevents things from cooling. Obviously, you know it's an insulator. So that's it. Main supply via your flex, whatever you've got already. Simple instructions provided to wire it all in, and that's it. So from then on, when you switch off the wand from wherever you happen to be, it's immediately safe. You know that there's no electrical parts, no live parts available, outside of your box containing your transformer and your solid state relay. Anyway, all yours, going on eBay, and all very specialist, but good for safety. And all you need to get yourself to get this kit to work is a couple of plugs. I'm not supplying the plugs because I need it for another project. So you need 2 of these plugs, whatever length of flex you choose to use. 4mm for this wand, 2.5mm 5-core for this one, and so you'll need 3 Speak-On NL4FX plugs, and your cable and your box. Okay, have fun, happy bidding.